We do like the double habs of both spaces.
Alright, so I want to ask you a question. Do you consider yourself to be this person when playing armor or when partaking in airsoft and paintball? Truth be told, I look like this guy when I went to my mate's birthday party back in 2019, and that was laser tag. Are you on the list for one of your country's counter-terrorism agencies such as the AFP, FBI, MI6, I wrote M16 in the script, but I think we all know what I'm talking about, or the KGB? Then I have news for you. The local police are on their way. But I want to talk about a game called Squad, which is a tactical first-person shooter where you could play as one of the many current and technically fictional armies from around the world. For starters, we got the tea drinkers, the British Americans, the people who will destabilize a whole region in search of oil, the people that will literally bomb the shit out of you if 4chan says so, basically mech from Battlefield, the Taliban, technically ICE, and my personal favorite, the sick cunts. But I mean, you can roleplay as any army you want. Do you want to pretend that you actually got past the recruitment process for the army? Then go ahead, you can do that in this game. Do you want to scream things that'll get you shot at an airport? You can also do that in this game as well. I've seen people scream some things and just hear the dial of a phone go off and then dying. But you could partake in all this for only 70 Australian dollary dues. And you know, the price is something that I want to bring up a couple of times throughout this video because $70 for me, that's a lot of money. You know, for a game that comes with like no DLCs, for $70 you get the complete game, right? You get a fully functional game, no extra add-on bullshit for extra money. You pay $70, you get the game. Unlike in some games such as like Hearts of Iron 4, where you can get over like $200 worth of DLCs just to make the game interesting, which, you know, you totally cannot do with mods. But, you know, like in my Enlisted review, I did say that that game has issues, but, you know, in the end of the day, it's a free game. I'm not gonna complain too much. Sure, I can bitch and moan about the problems, but it's a free product. But I'd put Squad on the opposite side of the spectrum. You want to make sure you get your money's worth. Alright, look, so I want to talk about the gameplay. Now, this game is using Unreal Engine 4, and the game runs extremely well on the highest graphics settings for me, which is something I wish I could say about Hell Let Loose.
Well, guys.
But look, okay, let's say we have a spectrum of games. On the right side, we have like some realistic shooter like Arma 3. And on the left side, we've got Battlefield. Well, okay, I was gonna put Battlefield, but let's say Insurgency, right? You know, it's Insurgency, you know, it has some realism to it. And, you know, it's fastish pace. Like, it's a lot smaller, more compact compared to like Arma 3, which is a whole island, and then, you know, you're walking, and then bam, you just get clapped from 300 meters away. But I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't happen in Squad, but I'd put Squad somewhere in sort of center right. Like, it's not as boring as Arma 3, but it's not as like fast paced and high fucking action every bit of the game like I'd put Insurgency, for instance. But in a game such as Squad, you will need to communicate with your teammates to, oh my god, surprise, surprise, work together to capture objectives and win. Obviously, to some people that this might be a foreign concept, but it actually does happen a lot in this game, people working together to win. And I did experience quite a lot of this throughout my experience. I know that some people might say, oh yeah, Tansu, you had a good experience in this game. Well, I played on this server. I got abused by an admin, got called multiple racial slurs by a 12-year-old, and then kicked for not following one of the server's egregious rules. But the server that I played on personally, thankfully, most people on there were helpful and basically explained the game mechanics to me, as well as what I should be doing, because I'm going to be absolutely honest with you guys, I kind of don't fucking know what I'm doing. Like, I'm like level 15 in Hell Let Loose. That's still probably noob pussy shit level stuff, but I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing in Hell Let Loose. But in Squad, you know, thankfully people were sort of guiding me and directing me on what I should be doing.
On the F menu, go to unload ammo and unload construction, and just hold that down until you unload all the ammo and construction out of it, if it has any.
Everything's red. That means it's got ammo in it, right?
Yeah, so go to the unload ammo piece. It should be on the left-hand side of the F menu wheel.
He has to be in the, he has to drive closer to the fob though. He's not in the blue zone.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
But you know what? It felt very good because you look at a game such as Squad, and personally, before I even went into this game, I just expected people like this to be fucking taking this so overly serious, and don't get me wrong, people do that. But I mean, I wasn't sort of like imposing on the game. Like, I didn't feel too much of a liability, I suppose, because people were willing to help me. But like I said, this experience varies based on what server, what region, and if you're lucky or not. But you know, the way the game feels, it feels sexy. It doesn't have that clunk that some games have to it. The lean mechanics are sexy. The way the vehicles handle are also good. I'm not gonna sit here and say, wowee, this is so realistic and whatnot, because quite frankly, I've never driven an M2A3 Bradley fighting vehicle. But I can tell you that when I was sitting on top of one of these bad boys shooting at God knows what, when a rocket hit the front, I shat my fucking pants.
Copy. Oh, yeah.
It might be good to follow that out to the southwest as well, just so you can get another angle.
Engine's gone. Engine's gone. We got hit bad.
So the hab on the cap itself is
I'm
pretty much
bailing.
surrounded.
I'm gonna try and get out and repair. You want to stay on the gun?
Especially if you're a marksman or something.
That is an understatement, right? Because explosions in this game are loud. Like, I thought they were PTSD inducing like in Beyond the Wire, but they are so goddamn loud and violent in this game, even the gunshots.
Yeah,
I got that
that's
motherfucker.
give him help, buddy.
I got that motherfucker. Chill.
Go back up. Oh, yes, please. Yeah.
Hey, I need an ammo. I'm out of rockets.
Admittingly, my favorite moments in this game as well. Okay, one, the pre-game countdown. You're just sitting in the back of a truck and you're just abusing people. You know, you're just talking shit. It's funny. It's genuinely a funny fucking experience.
Small glass jar.
I don't know about you, but this guy sitting next to me is a little strange.
Screwdriver handle.
Does he just say random
Box.
I've got a feeling this is things he can put in your mum.
Pretty sure.
Banana.
You got any more?
Broomstick handle.
Alright, stop here, let's get out of the fucking truck, boys, let's fucking go!
Let's go!
Because some people say the most random shit when you're just sitting in the back there. But look, in all honesty, my favorite moment in this game, as well as my favorite moment overall, is when you're in these like little villagey areas and you can hear gunshots from every fucking direction, and there's some guy on a mortar a couple of kilometers away, and they're getting closer and closer with each and every shell. And since I am a noob, you know, I was running around like a headless chicken. But you know, the more experienced guys, they knew what to do. And honestly, I did feel a little bit of a liability, but it was moments like these where I felt like I personally, right, got my money's worth because I was so involved. Like, I felt like I was actually there. Now, this isn't a game, you know, that I would personally have my friends buy, because usually we buy games such as, you know, these, and we play them for a bit and we don't talk to each other for an extended period of time. And then I'm just like, hey, do you want to play RS2 again? They're like, yeah, sure thing. But I mean, I wouldn't make my friends spend $70, or even if it's on sale for like $50, I wouldn't make them spend money on a game that we're just gonna play for like a week and then forget about it, no matter how fun it is. But the thing is, right, as the title of the game suggests, you want to be in a squad. You have to watch your guys' backs because they're gonna be hopefully, and I say hopefully, watching your back. Each squad is reliant on the squad leader. If the squad leaders aren't doing the job, such as basically playing squad's equivalent of a squad tunnel from RS2, and basically ensuring that their squad is functioning and coordinated. If the squad leaders don't have mics and aren't doing their jobs, then the team basically just crumbles. And you also want to make sure that you are in a squad, otherwise you're going to have a very long walk from spawn, as well as crappy weapons, barely any ammo, and also you might get server kicked for not being in a fucking squad. I didn't know about that rule, and I found that out the hard way. Okay, so the outro part of this video just got deleted. I want to stab Audacity in the neck. But yeah, moral of the story, this game is fantastic. I got my money's worth. But anyways, my name is Tantu, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.